All right, welcome to another Psychonauts 2, The Lost Levels. Today we're gonna be looking at some early versions of Bob Z, including the famous Bonsai Tree edition. This is another level that James Marion had worked on as the main designer, and I have Jeremy and Levi who worked on doing the art. So yeah, so what we've got up here is the material test world. So this is the space where we were kind of experimenting with the visual look of the space. I see a giant tree in the background.
Super blurry up there.
So yeah, so what was going on here at the time? Jeremy, do you want to drive?
I guess so.
Take a little look.
This looks fun.
Like, what do you remember about this space?
I mean, I don't remember a lot. I know, like, we were trying to figure out, because Bob Z was like a gardener or something. And like, we were like, oh yeah, let's put him on a bonsai tree, I think, at some point. So like,
Yeah, so he's a Zanotto and he has a special connection to plants.
And this is kind of like what one of our ideas was, I guess, or what James came up with. Like, he's just like, we're on a big bonsai tree and like get shrunk down really small and you're just kind of playing through it. And like, Jeremy French and Will made all these cool assets in here that we never used, unfortunately. We might have used this, like some of this stuff, but like these porcelain things that they made were really cool, but we never used.
Oh, they're supposed to be like the little houses that sit.
Yeah,
Oh,
porcelain
okay,
stuff.
yeah. We got a little blob of water you TK'd out of there.
Tazio was working on this.
Oh yeah,
You guys made Tazio work on it.
yeah.
Like, and you could like move it around, I think.
So a big part of what we were proving out here was if we're getting down to this
was a lot of cool
scale,
stuff.
was like what level of detail do the materials have? Right?
Yeah.
So how big? I mean, like I don't even know if the scales are accurate here on like a bottle cap versus a thumbtack.
push pin.
I mean, it's pretty close.
Pretty good.
It's okay.
But then, like, what are you on? I think one of the things that's really tricky about a bonsai tree is it's already a tree in miniature, right? And then
Yeah.
now you're small on a bonsai tree.
Right. So, like, is it really when everything is shrunk? Is anything shrunk?
Yeah.
I think these are modular too. So
Oh, yeah,
we
they
could
are,
just
yeah.
match 'em.
Yeah.
Well, should we talk about what the original, where the water came from in the very beginning? Like the very first part of thinking about this level and about Bob was that there's kind of a metaphor in the level for when he gets drunk, it floods. And we had lots of mechanics that involved, or we didn't have lots of mechanics, but we were thinking about lots of mechanics centered around Raz affecting water in different ways.
So on that,
We never fully developed,
Yeah,
but
I don't
we.
know. What was, wait,
well,
what
so
was-
it evolved more. So what we've got up here is the earliest version that I've ever been able to find of the idea that we did ship with Bob Z, which is it evolved into a flooded planet rather than like a bonsai tree that was getting watered all the time or like a flooding town or other things like that. We were still playing with the idea of a flood and stuff. So we have a really early version
And it looks like a
of a boat.
It looks like a PS1 version of Noah's Ark.
Yes.
Wow, there's like nothing out there.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, so at this point, there was the idea that the planet would grow.
What?
Like it would get bigger
The planet?
as you progressed.
Oh, like more stuff would come out of the water?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant the planet was actually.
Increasing in size. I feel like it did get bigger in size, but yeah, no, more islands would arise as the water level went down, I believe is what it was.
That's how things work. So you were draining the life force of the planet.
Well, you're
To get
draining
more
the
land
alcohol,
mass.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This little setup here was, because you were talking about ways of playing with water,
Yeah.
was you could shoot little like Bob Z heads and they would cause the
right.
water to push
Yeah.
back. And this is a version of the experience that is in the shipping game. This is actually kind of fun. This you'll see in
That's
the
cool.
shipping version of Truman's Bottle has the part where you are in the sunken HQ and you carry the head kind of
Right.
slowly down through that falling tile section. And this was James's first kind of exploration of those ideas where
Seeing
you're carrying
how,
this thing.
at what speed are you walking? What kind of navigation is feeling?
That's cool.
good
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, narrow things and stuff. I imagined, yeah, I did a bad job. And we really kind of cut back on that later, but we still had a lot of those core ideas in Bob Z. I'm going to quit out of this and see if we can get a version of the Bonsai tree white box working by skipping to an earlier version. Here's Bob's Bender. Let's see if this is what y'all... Yeah!
Oh!
Woo! All right.
Whoa.
So let's see if we can fly over here and hopefully... Where would we start?
It's at the top.
Up at the top?
Probably, yeah. Because you kind of worked your way down.
All right, I'm going to make you drive this because...
Oh, yeah, look, there's a little...
So it's a tale of two cities.
Was it?
Yeah, so
I don't remember.
there are the people that are living in the town at the top of the tree, and everything's nice, and that's where the party's happening.
Yeah.
But then
Oh, the bugs?
the flooding is happening with the people down below.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, so let's see.
I think it started even like higher than this, but I don't see anything above it.
Are you sure? We start at the top?
I thought
Let's
so.
see.
There was a theater and a mansion?
And a mayor.
Finally made it down to the roots.
Ghost
there are
butts.
Goats. Ghosts.
There are ghosts.
Goats.
Okay, I do not remember this.
Whoa.
But yeah, I remember rail slides were another thing.
Were rail slides new and we just like went to town with them?
I mean, that's kind of
Because
like what
they
happened.
Creepy.
That's like the same thing with Mental Connection. That was
Yeah.
new and we fucking-
Well,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
I'm gonna fly up to the top. And I'm gonna give it to Jeremy. He can walk around the space, and then anything that you all
Try to trigger some things. at Jeremy.
remember. Wow, so this is one of those situations. I think like if people are just thinking about stuff, is like this level is like you've got two full towns. You've got this interrelation between everything. Like this could be like an entire hub, like an entire act of Psychonauts 2.
And there was a whole thing at some point where this all needed to be dynamic because water was going to be flowing from this bottle down across.
Yeah.
And then you would have to shift the whole level to make
Yeah,
the
'cause
water
the
go from
water-
one place to another. And we never got to that point because it was impossible to ever get to that point.
It was pretty crazy. And then I think they just put in a bunch of the rail slides just to get around because the level was so crazy.
James is gonna be so mad that I'm not like fully
Mastering this
representing the
know.
like story that was existing here.
It was a good-
Holy
it was a-
crap!
That
Yeah.
is pretty epic.
It was pretty cool.
Am I gonna go around?
I can't remember.
I think you can go straight off the edge.
What?
That's crazy.
This is the copper quarry.
It was so
Yeah.
complicated too. It's
So
I
the
think you had to
copper wires?
Yeah, because that's kind of one of the things I guess you do to bonsai trees to make them grow the way that you want them to. We're just looking
I
for
just got on a
anything.
rail
Are you just going?
and like
You're gonna just loop around forever.
I'm
until you get to the end of
I'm
it.
just
Jump to the
traveling.
next one over there.
That's the one I went down last time, I think.
Yeah, he's just
Oh.
going through each strand.
Where
This
does
is
this
pretty
one go?
crazy.
So you hear a story while you go around these things?
I don't know.
You tell a story.
Where
tell
are
us a
now?
story.
You're on the water.
So botanical garden.
Okay.
All right, let's see where this door takes me.
Ammo door.
Oh, spooky ghost. Good thing the botanical garden guy is here to save you.
That was another weird thing too. It's it's supposed to flood, but it's branches and stuff. So how do you?
That was a
contain
hard
the
thing.
water?
Also, it was like we have a tree.
Whoa.
We have a tree.
you see that?
And water.
That whole portion of the level just
Went
moved.
down.
Yeah, that was
So everything was
water.
gonna move and grow and sink
Yeah.
and lower and.
We had no idea how that was gonna work.
Whoa. Okay. Yep. So everything's working great.
Yeah. As designed.
Yeah. I'm sure this was not easy to put together.
It was super easy.
Yeah. So easy. There was no collision there. Whoopsie daisy.
I mean, the greatest Psychonauts levels just throw your expectations out the window. Surprise you.
This is
by not having
certainly
collision on anything.
this is certainly the most insane copper rail thing I've ever
I do
seen.
appreciate the shape design going on here, though. It's pretty cool seeing those crazy rails.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, people are cheering for you.
Yeah.
There's a float there that goes along a parade route, I think.
Yeah,
You move it back
it's
and
a
forth.
straight up party up here. The other thing we had up here, for some reason, was they were really into making parade floats out of hedge art. Remember hedge art?
No, don't bring up hedge art.
Oh, hedge art.
Don't bring
Tell me. Tell me more.
Levi was like, what's hedge art? And then he looked it up, and you should not look that up at work.
Oh, that kind of hedge art. God damn it.
That's because you don't have safe search on.
It's when you carve things out of bushes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what they're into up here.
Okay.
A lot of gardening stuff.
Well, so that's the thing is like, where even is the bonsai tree in this whole situation?
You are the
on it.
bonsai tree.
That is the bonsai. The whole level is the bonsai tree.
I assume that these H poles are like branches. Guy.
Maybe?
Guy is located here.
Little story beat.
Okay.
Little bouncy things.
That didn't do anything.
I mean, the hard thing is like you get all these things that have to exist in every level, and then every level is so. I mean, the primitives, like the H-pole for doing swings and the bounce pads, and so you've got these sizes that have to work contextualized in every single level when we reinvent the art, and it's like, well, this weird square bouncy thing has to stay square, and we want it in the level, but what is it for this level? You know, so that's something that wasn't figured out yet. But
Yeah.
we would have knocked out of the park.
I am sure.
Nope.
Yeah, but this rotating thing is a little crazy. It looks like we never had a version of this that had the moving the parade thing in here.
The people that were living on this tree were also these little porcelain
I think so.
characters also. We didn't make any of them.
I don't think so.
But they would potentially move like in little stop motion-y ways because there was like just no way of animating them in a way that made
That would have been
made
cool.
sense. So like, yeah, I think it would have looked nice.
Like if we had like a lot of time to work on this level. It would
If this
take
level was a game.
long time, yeah.
Yeah, I think that that's kind of the conclusion.
It would've
this
been
level
cool.
Was like, it was a lot of ideas, but by the time you solve it, you end up making an entire game. And I feel like we run into this problem a lot, where like you start concepting everything that could exist in a particular space, and we end up with so many ideas. Like we do like a brainstorm or like an art jam or something like that. And by the time you're done with it, you're like, oh, well, this one level could be like an entire 6-hour, like, you know, bite-sized game.
Yeah.
You put yourself in this like imaginary world for every brain, and then you forget that that world is not the whole game. You know,
Yeah.
in a way, because it's like there's a degree at which you want to make it its own special thing to give it character, but there's a level at which it's like these are too many things, and it's going to take us as long as a regular game because we've pulled it away from the core gameplay so much.
Yeah, I want to go look at this giant screw. That seems like a hero asset that got built.
And sized up a few
And
million
sized
times.
up a few million times.
Yeah.
I don't know, it doesn't look too...
No, it's giant. It's too big for the
Yeah.
tree. it's like this big on a tree. It would be that big.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a lot of it, is just we lose all sense of scale, right? It's like Raz is just in a world where like, you know, it's almost like you're in a world where everything's giant. Like this does not read as a bonsai tree at all.
No.
And I think that's just a really hard visual problem to solve.
Yeah.
Like we talked about with Hollis, ideas from this, water tying into his alcoholism and other things like that, kind of percolated through things, and we ended up with Bob Z, the level where you have the planet that you're going around in.
Where he
right?
kills
Going
a
in
lot
the
of people
bottles.
with a funicular.
there a funicular?
That's a different one. You want to talk about that?
No, going there.
Sorry, we can't talk about
Sorry, censored. Okay. But yeah, it looks like this is what we got. Any Bob Z thoughts?
I'm just glad it ended up where it did. I mean, this stuff looks great. Like, yeah, Jeremy French and Will made awesome stuff in here. And it sucks that we didn't. I feel bad that we never really used them.
It's just like, you know, the story wasn't there in this. Like, even like now, we're like trying to look at this and try to
Like, what
think
is
about
it?
what we were thinking about, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, a lot of it wasn't locked down at this point, is my understanding, right? Like, there's parts in the documentary where like he's talking with Tim about some of this stuff.
I guess you guys did talk about that in the documentary before.
Yeah.
It helped him have a story to make the level, and we didn't have that. So
Like Levi was saying earlier, like a lot of Psychonauts levels and like a lot of Double Fine games just end up in this weird cycle of like what needs to come first because everything kind of informs everything else. And
one
really
of the
hard.
groups has to start making the level so that somebody else can jump
Yeah.
on to, yeah.
You almost have to get started knowing that some stuff is going to get thrown away because it's like something has to start to jumpstart the cycle. You're just like not, otherwise you end up in a perpetual like chicken or egg situation.
Yeah. We should have done a chicken or egg level.
I had a sticky note for a really long time that said just like Raz lays an egg, which was like a thing that Will had put in a brainstorm at one point. And I was like, yeah, he should just lay a little psychic egg. And I could never figure out how to put that in the game.
What if at some point in Psychonauts, Raz just, anytime he has a thought, lays an egg?
Yeah.
Just a thought egg.
When we put the meditation mode
Even
back
in the middle of cutscenes, he's just like, it just goes rolling out the back.
In the 10-year anniversary remaster version, we'll put that in. So, all right. I think that probably wraps up our look at the early versions of Bob Z. And thanks for joining and looking back at all of the work that y'all did before I was even on the project.
You're been capping it off.
From when I came on in 2017, right? It's now been 8 years, basically, almost since
How many
I started
hours
working
of
on
video?
Levi's. It's been a decade of Psychonauts 2 or something like that.
It's been a long time.
Still thinking about it, but still looking at stuff, and there's still interesting things to like dig up and find. And I think like one of the reasons why I wanted to go through all these lost level things is, when you watch the documentary, you'll see stuff in the background or bits in the early trailers that kind of reveal versions of levels that didn't end up shipping. I think there are a lot of really cool ideas contributed by a lot of different people on the team to be found here. And, I really wanted to get some of this stuff out into the world as we kind of say goodbye to the saga of Psychonauts 2.